Hello everyone, this is Robin Beth here. We'll be looking at another teaching subject called physics, and we're going to have a look at the physics syllabus of 0620 called Motion Forces of Energy. We'll be having a look at the first of the core topics 1.1, physical quantity and measurement techniques. So we're going to have a look at the learning outcome, which I like to tell you is describe the use of rulers and measuring cylinders to find a length. I wish to pose the question, as per usual, what can we use to measure the length of everyday object, you might ask? Well, we could use a ruler, tape measure, and if you're a bit more sophisticated, maybe a laser. Another question I'd like to ask is, how do we measure volume? Well, what do you use? Well, those questions and many more hopefully should be answered shortly. Okay, the essential knowledge and understanding in this subject of measuring length is that we're using a rule. So in physics, we use rulers or tape measures or vernier calipers or micrometers, but we're going to be concentrating for this syllabus a ruler and a tape measure. So we can measure various lengths of any object. The object should be placed right next to the scale. So we should be placing it right next to the scale at usually the 0 point at the beginning of the ruler. Now, for measuring greater lengths in several meters, we can use the tape measure, and then for even more lengths, we can use other devices like a GPS. Now, the common units that we all know for measuring of length is kilometers, miles, centimeters, and the SI unit for length, meters with little m. Now, also you have to know a little bit of maths. I'm very sorry, but you've got to know these typical conversion units for length, knowing that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 1 meter is equal to, 100 centimeters, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. The other essential knowledge you need to know is how to measure a volume. Remember, we measure a volume more accurately in physics using a measuring cylinder, not a beaker, because the scales aren't as accurate and as small enough. So this volume is defined as any amount of space or object takes up is called its volume. The common units for volume, as we know, are litres, and the smaller units are millilitres. And then if we look at other type of units, centimetres cubed, and if we're looking at a larger volume, metres cubed. Again, we have to have a look at a little bit of mass, and I'm afraid you have to know the common conversion units for the volume. And we know, hopefully, that 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 1 mil. 1 litre is equal to 1,000 millilitres, or 1,000 centimetres cubed. And 1 metre cubed, which is 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre, and your x, y, and z axis is 1 million centimetres cubed, or mils, or equivalent to 1,000 litres.